What's up, y'all? How you doing out there? How you being? How you breathing? How you feeling? I met God at Marshall's. I met God at a Marshall's. No matter who you are, no matter what you're doing in your life, you can bring sacredness, you can bring presence, you can make the moments in your life special, no matter what you're doing. And I met God at Marshall's. I brought some pants back to try to exchange and get a bigger pair. Marshall's is a clothing store for anyone who doesn't have a Marshall's there. And when I was going to the changing room, I just met the nicest lady ever. I just met this lady. She just had this grace about her. She just was so kind, and just her energy. I don't know. I think if you have the eyes to see, you can see when people are living with love. You can feel and perceive it. And I just said, I need to try these pants on. I need to, see if this smaller size will be better. And she just waved me in there and just, good luck, honey. Good luck. Just the sweetest interaction ever. And coming back on the other side, she asked how it went, and she just showed this consideration for me from a complete stranger, just the smallest thing ever, right? Just her probably doing what she does every day, treating people a certain way, treating me like I mattered, treating me like that moment was important, right? Meeting me, she met me in the moment in this store. She just met me with presence and just did what she was there doing, but there was nothing extraordinary about it. But that's why it was special to me, was she didn't have the energy that she wanted to be somewhere else, right? She was just doing her job as a fitting room clerk or whatever. And good luck, honey. And then just called me dear, and I was like, I just want to let you know, I just appreciate you. Thank you for that. And we talked about getting stains out of clothes, or I was telling her I was trying to get some stains out, and we were just talking, just whatever. I just felt like I could tell this woman anything. And it was just funny. I don't know. To somebody else, going in and going to the changing room might not have noticed it. But for me, I guess I'm just on the lookout for this. I'm on the lookout for people who I can feel that love back from, I guess, what I'm looking for in the world, and who are actually there to share that and give that back. A lot of times people are so busy in their own minds that we don't remember to just be present and remember that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can make special, and you can make it holy and sacred just in your everyday life, doing a small task like going into a fitting room and having an interaction, bagging groceries and connecting with the grocery clerk, gas station clerk, everyday people that are doing things that, maybe in some people's heads they're not that important or they're not that meaningful. But I just felt like that day I found God in Marshall's, in this lady. Just doing what she was supposed to be doing, just doing her job with presence and consideration and care. And I don't know if she knows what an impact that made on me, because she's probably just lives like that every day. I'm guessing, it wasn't a big deal to her, but to me, it's I don't see that all the time, I see a lot of people who just would rather be somewhere else. And I just think if you're gonna be somewhere and you're doing the thing and you're doing your job, do it with all of your heart, the best you can. And just, you never know what impact you can have on someone, right? God is everywhere, and you can find God anywhere, if you look hard enough. And so you have these everyday people doing their jobs that some would consider unimportant, but are very important because they interact with so many people, and they have this intention and this presence that can change someone's day, change someone's mood, make someone feel special, you know? And I think that's very powerful, very important, and very powerful to know that, you know, it doesn't matter necessarily what you're doing, but how you do it and how you show up to life. And you can make any moment sacred, you know? And if you have your eyes open, maybe you'll start to see that it's everywhere, you know? But just to know that that's within your power to bring that energy to life and to make every moment special is beautiful. And so I just hope that that woman knows what she meant to me. And I told her, I really appreciate you, you know, I like your attitude, and just thank you, you know? And just little moments can be sacred. And I just think that's important to share. Life is made of small moments, and we have the power to make it beautiful, you know? It doesn't always have to be some huge thing. So just wanted to share that today. You can be that for someone else, you know? Just remember that. Much love.